Bucs Nation. Something big is coming. You can feel it. In your chest, in your gut, in your blood. This isn't just another season. This feels different. The kind of different that makes legends. The kind that changes everything. There's a storm forming in Tampa Bay. But it's not the kind you run from. It's the kind you charge into. Because right now, at this very moment, the fate of our franchise may rest in the hands of just a few key men. And what happens next could define the future of the Buccaneers for years to come. So buckle up, because we're diving straight into the fire. Bucs fans, can you feel it? That buzz in the air? That tension in your chest? It's not just preseason hype. It's the feeling of a team standing at the edge of something massive. The 2025 season isn't just another chapter. It's a turning point. A moment where championship dreams, career legacies, and team history are all on the line. And it starts with one name that echoes across Raymond James Stadium, Antoine Winfield Jr. He's not just another player. He's the beating heart of our defense, the tone setter, the enforcer, the kind of player who brings the thunder every single snap, who plays like every tackle might be his last. And now, he's at a crossroads. Last year, Winfield had us on our feet. His All-Pro campaign turned heads across the league. But then came the injuries, the quiet fears, the tight chests, the nervous silences. We watched, we waited, we hoped. Now we're in 2025, and things just got complicated. Behind the scenes, reports are heating up. There's talk, real talk, about contract tension. Word is, the current deal might be leaning more in Winfield's favor than the team's. And here's the kicker. His cap hits for 2026 and 2027? A staggering $27 million per year. That's not a small ripple. That's a financial tidal wave crashing straight toward our future roster flexibility. So now, the front office has a decision to make. Do they keep faith in their star safety, hoping he bounces back to that elite, game-wrecking form we all know he's capable of? Or do they look ahead, worried that too much money tied up in one player could sink the ship? This isn't just about numbers. It's about identity. It's about heart. Because when Antoine Winfield Jr. is healthy, he's one of the best in the league. He is the soul of this defense. But health, as we know all too well, can be cruel, unpredictable. And that brings us to the bigger question. Is the risk worth the reward? What do you think, Bucs Nation? Are you all in on Antoine Winfield Jr., no matter the cap hit? Or is it time to think about a tougher, colder move for the long-term future? Rate your confidence in Winfield's bounce-back year on a scale of 1 to 10. And drop your thoughts in the comments, because this decision might shape the next 5 years of Bucs football. This is only the beginning. What's coming next? Even bigger. But what if he doesn't? What if Antoine Winfield Jr., the warrior of our defense, can't bounce back the way we hope? What if the injuries keep coming? What if the burst, the explosion, the instincts, they all start to fade? That's the nightmare scenario. Because if that happens, the Buccaneers are staring at a brutal decision. A decision no fan wants to even imagine. Could you picture a world where Winfield Jr. is no longer in pewter and red? The same guy who made those jaw-dropping plays, the interceptions, the bone-crushing tackles, the momentum swings that lit up the entire stadium. Suddenly, gone? Just thinking about it gives every true fan chills. This isn't just a business move. This isn't just numbers and contracts. This is personal. Winfield Jr. isn't a name on a roster. He's a symbol of what our defense stands for. Grit, intensity, passion. He's the guy who makes you believe anything is possible on any snap. If he gets back to his all-pro level, those big cap hits don't matter. You gladly pay the price. You don't blink. Because players like him are rare. And when you have one, you keep him. But if he can't stay healthy, If his performance slips even a little, then the front office is trapped, forced to choose between loyalty and logic, heart versus business. And that's a decision that could split opinions in the locker room, the front office, and yes, even in the fan base. It's going to be one of the biggest, most emotional conversations this season. Every practice, every snap, every tackle Winfield makes. It'll all be under the microscope, but hold on. Don't go anywhere. Because while that storm brews quietly on defense, something just happened on the other side of the organization. Something massive. The next bombshell. While the fan base braces for one tough decision, another one just came down, and it's rock solid. Todd Bowles. Long-term contract extension. It's official. Let that sink in. While the rest of the league continues its wild coaching carousel, firings, reboots, and rebuilds, the Buccaneers just locked in their leader. Their anchor. They're calm in the chaos. This is huge. You can almost hear that sigh of relief roll across Tampa Bay. Because in a league where most coaches barely last 3 years, Coach Bowles just earned the full trust of this franchise. And let's give credit where it's due. 3 straight division titles. A playoff win. A culture built on professionalism, unity, and fight. He's kept this team together through quarterback changes, roster reshuffling, major injuries, and everything else the NFL has thrown at us. And somehow, he's always steady. Always standing tall. He's not flashy. He's not loud. But that quiet strength, that unwavering belief in his players, that's exactly what has made him one of the most respected coaches in the league. And now he's got the deal to prove it. But let's talk real for a second, Bucs Nation. There's still one thing missing from his story. One glaring, painful blank space on his resume. A Super Bowl championship, as a head coach. He's won it as a player. He's held that trophy as an assistant, but never as the man in charge. Never as the guy leading the charge, calling the shots, and holding the whole ship together. That's the final mountain. And maybe, just maybe, this extension gives him the push, the security, and the belief to finally go get it. Could this be the year? With the roster stabilizing, with the quarterback position showing life again, with the defense fighting to hold the line, maybe, just maybe, this is Todd Bowles' moment. The moment he stops being the rock behind the scenes and becomes the man who lifts the Lombardi trophy in front of the world. All right, Bucs fans, now it's your turn. Do you believe Todd Bowles is the right man to lead us to the Super Bowl? Should the Bucs go all in on Winfield Jr. or plan for life after him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it, all of it, because this is our team, our coach, our moment. And something tells me this season isn't going to be ordinary. It's going to be a war for glory. But now, let's talk about the man under center, the heart of this offense, the spark that turned doubt into belief, the name that gets louder with every snap, Baker Mayfield. And just when you thought the excitement around him couldn't get any bigger, boom, a bombshell drops. A Buccaneers legend just stood up and said what so many of us have been thinking but didn't dare say out loud. On his podcast, Rhonda Barber, yes, the Rhonda Barber, looked right into the camera and declared, Baker Mayfield is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. Let that sink in. This isn't some casual NFL commentator throwing out hot takes. This is a Hall of Famer, a Buccaneers icon, a man who understands greatness because he lived it every single Sunday in pewter and red. And now he's looking at Baker Mayfield and saying, this guy has it. This isn't about just throwing for yards. It's not just about touchdowns or highlight reels. It's about presence, about poise, about the fire that refuses to go out no matter what the league throws at him. Barber sees the intangibles. He sees the leadership. He sees the heart. And yes, he sees a quarterback who throws for over 4,500 yards and 41 touchdowns, Both career highs with a new offensive coordinator every single year. That's unheard of. That's resilience. That's elite. And when a guy like Rhonda Barber puts Baker above names like Tua Tagovailoa, Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud, even Matthew Stafford, you know he means business. Yes, there's one area Baker has to clean up: the turnovers. Barber pointed out those 16 interceptions from last season and said, "That can't happen again." And he's right, because to reach the Super Bowl, every throw counts. Every possession matters. But here's the exciting part. Even with those picks, Baker still put up monster numbers, and Barber believes, with real conviction, that Baker can do it again. Another 4,000-plus yards. Another 40 touchdowns. Right there for the taking. So now, let's zoom out. Let's look at the full picture. You've got Todd Bowles locked in with a new contract. You've got Antoine Winfield Jr., a defensive star hungry to return to greatness. And now, you've got Baker Mayfield, crowned by a legend as an elite NFL quarterback. This isn't just a good roster. This is a team ready to fight for it all. The championship window, it's not just open. It's swinging wide open with the wind blowing through it. We've got the leadership, we've got the defense, and we've got a quarterback who refuses to quit, who believes, who inspires, and now has the respect of legends.